Now what you want to do is have everything loose when you get this. Slide this cable all the way into your, all the way in. Now what you do is you put your phone, you can move these out, they're not important right now. You put your phone up here, and then what you do is you just lift it up high enough until you find the port, and just go ahead and wiggle it in there, and then push it down as far as it'll go towards this block, and that sets the depth.
Let me do it.
And then what you do is go ahead, make sure each side of this, it's not tilted or anything, so you get the proper adjustment. And then go ahead and you tighten this set screw down, just sort of tight. I mean, because if you tighten it too much, it'll go right through the cable. So I mean, it's just got to hold this little cable in, so just be careful. And then what you do, once you have your cable set, make sure your phone's setting flat on a dock, these out of the way. And go ahead, holding your phone flat up against your dock, go ahead and tighten these set screws up. This will make sure it doesn't slide anymore. This is your final adjustment on the port. Now, these slide in and out, and what you want to do is you want to go ahead and hold them, push your phone, make sure your phone's all the way back against the dock, and push these in. Hold them like just a slightly tight, because you got to remember these are sensitive for when you get, because you got to slide your phone in and out of here. So you might have to adjust them a few times to get it where you like it, because it has to hold it, and it has to also be able to slide in and out. So there's like a fine line. And well, I have mine adjusted. As you can see, the way this works is these are raked in. They tilt in, so when you push it towards the phone, as long as you have your phone up against the back, it traps it in there. They just don't stick straight out. So it traps it back towards the dock when you push these in, as long as you have your phone touching the back. And then all you do is, when you want to undock it, you just pull it out, and it undocks it. And it has, you can feel it. It has a slight grip if you have it adjusted right. As you can see, it's going in and out of docking mode because I keep pulling it in and out of there. But and that's it. And then now I have my phone in an Otterbox Defender, which fits in here perfectly fine. There's actually adjustment left, so you could put extended batteries, even a bigger case. I don't know how much bigger because I don't have anything. There is still some adjustment left. As you can see with the phone in there, the arms still protrude out past the case. So without a case and up to and including the Defender, it works. The minimum adjustment was for a phone without a case, just a plain phone, fits in here. And there, as you can see, it doesn't fall out or anything. It's quite happy in there. All depends on how you adjust it. You know, it's all an adjustment. As you can see, it's not tilting out. It sticks in there. It's once these are adjusted, they automatically line themselves up. And once you have them set, you can't get it in here wrong. It automatically goes right down onto the port. Just make sure that this is straight up and down. Sometimes they'll tilt just a hair, and it'll still fit in there. But just go ahead and just barely loosen it up, and make sure it's straight up and down. Then you won't have any connectivity problems. But you'll find a lot of different places. Like here, this part's raised quite a bit. But since this sticks is about an inch here, it would work, because your phone would just float over this stuff. Make sure the alcohol is dried. Go ahead and wipe that off with a clean cloth. Simply just push it, stick it on there, and it sticks. It sticks really good. As you can see, this one, it moves the whole dash. I mean, it's not coming off of there. Now, if you want to take these off, what you do is, what I do is I use these, a pair of pliers, and you put it on the back plate, and you twist it up and down like this. Don't try to pry it away from your dash. Twist it like this, because that's where it's not as strong. You twist it like this, and then it comes off. It comes off very clean, and anything would be left on there you could just peel off. It sort of balls up like a putty kind of consistency. And I've taken them off and on here a dozen times. So, and it was all on this black part. I actually added on the silver part too. As you can see, there's no marks. Go ahead and spin that all the way in. Line it up. And you just screw it on here. I'm barely just pulling it. If you don't, if it's not going on like this, then you have it cross-threaded. So just be careful. And it only takes a couple threads to hold these on. You can screw it in all the way if you want. It depends. Go ahead and you swivel this part counterclockwise to tighten it. And it's locked. Maybe you don't want to use this swivel connector at all. I give you 6 inches of the same tape that's on the back of the swivel connector. You get this with your dock. And just cut off a piece and just stick it on the back of there. Now, I mean, you'd have to take it out, you know, to adjust your arms again, because the screws are in the back of here. But, you know, if you just want to stick it wherever you want it, you just stick it right on there. You don't need much of this tape. Now, personally, I'd take maybe an inch here and maybe an inch here. That's it. You don't need any more than that. I give you these cable clips. These clip on the cable. They're very tight. So I actually have a couple clips in here, one down here, and that's just basically so you don't have the cord moving around. And they have sticky stuff on the back. You just peel the liners off again, just stick it to wherever you're going to stick it to. I give you a zip tie in case, you know, your cord's too long. You want to tighten it up. You zip it up, and you're done with that. So you don't have it floating around either. So this gives you a nice hard install. I mean, it's like it's installed in your car. I mean, that's what I like about putting it on this part rather than, say, a suction cup. This is, you know, more permanent. And plus, it's not up in your window. So I like mine down here on a dash where I can just easily touch the phone and do whatever I want. Also, another thing, the hole in the back of these docks is a 1/4 inch, and it's a 20 threads per inch, 20 TPI they call it. This is the same size as a camera, the bottom and the cameras on the tripods and all that stuff. So anything that you would find that would fit for a camera, that's the same thread that I put in these. So it's universal. So if you want to rig something up, like you got some sort of an arm, one of those bendy arms, or any of that stuff, anything that has one of those universal 1/4 inch, 20 thread per inch bolts sticking out of it, you're good. All you'd have to do is, you know, take this dog bone off and thread it onto whatever you're going to put it on. Same way with suction cups. You can put any suction cup in here that's made for a camera. There's dozens of them, because people mount cameras to the side, to the window, to everything. So any of that stuff will work. Now I got everything fully installed, and basically when you get in, you just go like this. You're ready to go. It'll come on, it'll ask you what you want to do. There are other programs that you can get that changes things. You just back out of that if you want. And of course, you know, it's in car dock mode right now. And it's just as simple as that. If you want to rotate it, you just crack that back. I have this cable clip on here. And you can see it switches into landscape. And that's it. These aren't going anywhere. I mean, this thing is solid. And then when you undock it, you just pull it out. When you get in, just push it in. You're ready to go. As you can see, there's docking mode. Okay, now this is the optional suction cup. This doesn't come with your dock. I sell these if you want to buy one. Of course, like I said, you know, anything that has a 1/4 inch by 20 threads per inch will work. So, if you want to buy mine, you can buy another one. Anything that fits a camera, or they call them tripod suction cups. That's usually a term you'd search for. Any of those will work. But like I said, I do sell them. I don't use one. I like mine installed rather than on the windscreen. But some people like these, and this will work. And there's a plastic cinch that's already on here. Now, what I would do is I would take that off, and I'd put the one that comes on your dash mount, the metal one. I mean, these are a lot better, the ones I make, and put it on there. And then you just like on the dash, you just thread it in. Like I said, it just goes in real easy. So if it's not going in easy, then you got it cross-threaded and you need to back it out. There's no suction cup in the frame, so if that's what you want to do.